Yes, thanks for staying with us on the Sports Show. Time to have a look at basketball. Adelaide 36ers pre-season, probably be about a week away. This man, an absolute superstar last year when he joined the Sixers. Jerome Randle's been good enough to come in. Jerome, how are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me on the show.
Well, now why wouldn't you be great? Let's talk a little bit about coming in last year. You came in midstream, so pre-season's missed, trying to get to know the team, a little bit difficult. How difficult to fit straight into a new team?
It was definitely difficult. You got to understand when you come to a new team, when they were already established as a team, and, you have to figure out a way to build some type of chemistry fast as you possibly can. I felt like we gelled pretty well. We had a little bump in the roads, but, as time went on, we figured out a way to win basketball games as a team.
All right, so this year you get to come in on the back of the Lithuanian Championship, and we'll touch on that in a minute. And so you're here now, you walked in, you said, oh, my body's a bit sore. Sometimes pre-season can be a real pain. You're going through that hump right now where there's a bit of physical work going on?
Oh, definitely. Just coming here and being with the craziest player that I ever played with, Mitch Creek, going in the weight room and doing all these, exercises and things like that, got my body a little sore, but I know it's going to pay off in the long run.
Mitch just makes it up, don't you? There's no system. Yeah. Well, I think you should move away for longevity.
No, that's my young ox right there. He's going to make sure that he's protect me on the basketball court. So I'm going to stay by his side. I'm going to stay by his side.
All right, let's talk about your time in Lithuania, because you've just won a championship there, MVP, first championship win for you. How was the experience playing over there?
Oh, it was great. Just the fans, like I was embraced here in Adelaide. They embraced me, there in Conus. It was my first professional, championship, and I'm selfish to want to win more championships now that I got the experience to, win one as a professional. Now I want to come here and figure out a way to win one in Adelaide.
Style of game, different? European style to the Australian style?
100% different. Yep. It's more slow-paced game, but, the best players is not the most athletic players. They're more like smart mentally, on the basketball court. They know everything about the game. They make the right passes. They make the tough shots and things like that. So I picked up on a lot of things, over there in Europe, that I feel like it can help me, here in Adelaide.
All right, the dream to play in the NBA. You've been close a couple of times. California, Berkeley was a great school to play at, and you're 3 years starting there and everything from the school. Is the dream still alive, or it's nearly put to bed now? I'm setting myself up in a different direction.
I just put it, as simple as I possibly can. I'm mentally done with the NBA. I still want to be there, but I don't let it, get to me like it used to. Like it used to really get me down. I used to just really get so down on myself. I didn't understand why I wasn't there. I felt like my ability was good enough to be there, but I don't let it get to me mentally anymore, So I still have my aspirations of playing the NBA, and I'm hoping that, after this season, someone would appreciate what I do and bring to a team and possibly give me an opportunity.
Amazing. I coach netball. I love hearing how you speak about that because it will take care of itself. Yeah. But, I was really interested to hear about how you can contribute here in Adelaide, and what's the culture like at the 36ers now? And tell us a little bit about it.
I feel, I can pat myself on the back a little bit. I'm my worst critic. I'm very hard on myself, but...
Hey, you've got a partner, haven't you?
Yes.
And you're worse than her on yourself?
Well, I take that back.
Okay.
My wife is not your typical wife. At the basketball games, if you hear someone, it's her. Yep. Like, she's going to be yelling, Jerome, you can do better than this, or come on, but it's all with me, like she come to me, she just expects so much out of me, that's my best friend. We talk about the game. She loves the basketball game. She's really passionate about it, but I would like to think that I had something to do with, the basketball culture that's going on right now. I'm sure years ago, Adelaide basketball was really high, and I want to be the guy to figure out a way to bring that back to the city.
Fantastic.
Let me ask you this. You've got a younger brother that plays professionally as well. Yeah. When the two of you get together, do you still go at it at the gym? And who's the number one dog? Who's the big dog?
I'm going to always be the number one.
You're the big dog?
The big dog. But
okay. He knows that?
That kid is tough.
Yep.
He's tough.
Is your younger brother or older
My
brother?
younger brother. I'm the oldest boy. I have 2 brothers, but my younger brother Jamie he's like another me, and we almost fight every time we compete, you know. But
is there a difference in height?
he might be just an inch taller than me, but he's a tough cookie. He's a tough dude.
You won't believe Mitch Creek said he thought he was better looking than you.
Hey man, everybody loves Creaky, you know, but it's cool. You know, I'm a married man, so all I need to worry about is looking good for my wife.
Let's talk a little bit about the season that's coming up for you guys. A lot of excitement. Certainly there's been the big spending teams. No question Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane and Perth are the big budget teams, and they're putting together a pretty big package. You look like the direction that Joey's going in and the club's going in with more a younger type group. Still exciting. You'll be almost a veteran at 29 in this group. Yeah. Did you see yourself playing a little bit different role to last year?
Yeah, definitely. I think my scoring will go down a little bit. You know, I would like for it to go down. You know, I'm sure, you know, certain games I might have a high-scoring game, you know, just depending on how the game goes. But I feel like we have a lot of other guys that can score the basketball, so I want to figure out a way to, you know, keep those guys happy and get them rolling, because I feel like I can get rolling, you know, whenever I really need to, you know. So my job is to build confidence in the rest of the guys because they are young, and if I can help them to have a high level of confidence, then I feel like we'll be really good as a team.
Sometimes you play for a coach that gets the best out of you, that makes you feel like this is the kind of guy I want to play for. Seems you and Joey have got that kind of partnership going?
We have like a little brother, big brother relationship. I never had that with a basketball coach in all my years of playing. That's why I was so drawn to coming back here to Adelaide. You know, he brought that excitement and love, like, for the game, you know, to me again. Like, now I love it like I used to love it when I was a kid because of Joey. You know, and I feel like he's going to help these younger guys to have that love again as well, you know, and I feel like him and Coach Kevin Brooks, you know, is great partners, and they really, really know how to bring the best out of your game.
The two of them get together, Joey and KB, and try and decide who was the better player. Is there a bit of that going on?
It happens sometimes in practice, and sometimes they get out there and try to do a move, but their hamstring kind of pull a little bit. You try to do a move. KB is the best in doing it. Like, he can't even bend down, but, you know, he'll try to do a move and throw the ball up or something like that.
You know, the thing that you came in, the city adopted you really quickly. You became a fan favourite almost overnight. Is it easier? I mean, when you travel around the world, and you've played in a lot of different countries, Australia for you is an easy place to come and settle?
Yes, I believe so. I think the most important thing was my wife and how she really, you know, adapted, you know, really fast. But, you know, I just want to give, you know, a lot of credit to the organization. You know, they're you know, top class, to me, top class organization. And they really know how to do a great job in making someone feel like their own.
Wow.
You played in Israel, played in Turkey, you played in Belgium, I think in the Ukraine, and just recently Lithuania. Which was the most difficult place to adjust to live in and then adjust to playing?
Man, I've been in some terrible places.
Yeah.
My first year out of college, you know, it was the most challenging for me. I was in Turkey in a small town called Adelaide. Wasn't a lot of food. I was there alone. And the organization wasn't, you know, professional.
Yeah.
You know, so I struggled, you know, not being away from home. My first time being away was overseas, and, you know, being alone, it was like really tough. I had to cook for myself. I had to do everything for myself. And I'm a mama's boy, you know, and she always cooked and made sure I had to do, you know, I had everything that I needed, but it was like me on an island all by myself. So I had to figure out a way to make it work.
You talked about the love of the game. Normally when you talk about the kids at college, University of California, Berkeley, it's a great campus, it's a great school. Yeah. I would imagine, and you played well there, so that's a period that most people enjoy in their life. Then you've come to Australia and you've got the love back for the game. What happened in the middle?
Just the bad experience I had in Europe.
Just bumping up and down.
It was just up and down, not really knowing, you know. I had moments when I felt that if this really is my path, you know, I feel like Europe sometimes take that away from you. You know, I appreciate the experiences I had. I feel like it made me the man that I am today, but, you know, it really can, like, suck the the life right out of you.
All right, quickly, because we have to go. Expectation for the team this year? I mean, everyone talks about winning it. We all want to win the championship. But is there a realistic place that the team should be?
Top four going into the playoffs, for sure. I'm not going to stop working until that happens.
All right, Jerome Randle was our special guest. We need to get to a break. Still plenty to come. Stay with us.